Gauss theorem numericals. You know Gauss theorem, E vector dot ds vector over closed area is equal to q by epsilon naught. This is also called flux. Flux linked with the closed area. Now you see the meaning and the main concept of Gauss theorem. Explanation of Gauss theorem. This phi called total electric flux linked with any closed area. You focus on any. Any means any shape or any size. That doesn't matter what is the shape of closed area or what is the size of closed area. It must be closed area. Now we are learning how to find numericals of electric flux for closed area. This is called Gauss theorem. So we will see only this part. This is total flux linked with any closed area is equal to q by epsilon naught. Now question comes into play. What is q actually? This q called net charge inside, that is called enclosed, inside that closed area. Breathe in slowly and gradually. Point number 1 is you must know there should be some closed area. That closed area may be having any shape, any size, irrelevant. This electric flux with the closed area depends only on q. This is net charge, point number 2, net. And inside, point number 3, that closed area. In that closed area, we are going to find net charge. Breathe in slowly and gradually. See point number 1, first numerical. You are given this cube or cuboid and we are finding flux linked with the cube. We are given some number of charges like this 5 microcoulomb, this is minus 6 microcoulomb plus 10 microcoulomb. These two charges given inside and this is outside and this is outside, minus 2 microcoulomb as well. Now see, in this technique of Gauss theorem numericals, we are not concerned about area vector, we are not concerned about normal, we are not concerned about angle. Just focus, you are finding electric flux linked with the cube. You want to find this total flux linked with the cube. Then follow this technique directly. You will write net charge inside that cube. That must be closed area divided by epsilon naught. Breathe in. So what is net charge? You know, charge is a scalar quantity. You deal charge as you deal scalar numbers. 4 plus 5, 9. Minus 4, minus 5, minus 9. Similarly, plus 10, minus 6. This is 4 microcoulomb. Breathe in again. Now see what we are focusing. Point number 1. It must be closed area. See, it is closed area Q. Point number 2. We are finding net charge inside. Simultaneously second and third. Outside charges outside closed area are not contributing towards flux. So we are ignoring charges outside the closed area. Just focus on the charges which are inside. So charges inside, find total or net charge. So 10 minus 6, it is 4 microcoulomb. Then your answer will be 4 microcoulomb by epsilon naught. You know how to solve it? Micro means 10 raised power minus 6 and epsilon naught, you know it, 8.85, 10 raised power minus 12 coulomb square per Newton meter square. Breathe in again. This is total flux linked with the Q. You know, from classical definition of electric flux, same thing can be called as number of electric lines of force or number of electric field lines linked with Q. So you can be inquired, find number of electric lines of force passing through the cube, are linked with the cube, or find total flux linked with the cube. So you will solve it, and you know units will be Newton meter square per coulomb. Flux is a scalar quantity but having units. Now this is the concept page. Again focus. While finding total flux linked with any closed area, it must be closed. Then you will focus on net charge inside that closed area and divide by epsilon naught. Breathe in. Now see more examples. If you are given these concentric spherical shells, shell 1, shell 2, shell 3, containing some charge. Let us say it is containing minus q, it is containing 2q, it is containing 3q. Find electric flux linked with surface 1. So from Gauss theorem, you will see net charge inside shell 1. So this shell 1 contains minus q. So directly minus q by epsilon naught. No normal vector, area vector, no direction of electric field, no angle. Just on the spot. If it is closed area, you are finding flux with the closed area with the shell 1. Just see total charge inside that shell 1, which is minus q, and divide by epsilon naught. Similarly, now focus on shell 2. This is second shell. So second shell contains this charge. Breathe in. Now second shell contains this charge, but second shell also containing this shell 1. These are concentric shells. So total charge inside shell 2 will be this plus this. Plus 2q minus q. This is the total charge inside shell 2. So flux will be total charge inside upon epsilon naught. So it is q by epsilon naught. Similarly, flux inside shell 3, it will be this plus this plus this. 3q plus 2q minus q. No sign given, we take it plus upon epsilon naught. So it is 4q by epsilon naught. Once again breathe in. Now see the next. You are given an electric dipole inside cube of side L. Find electric flux linked with the cube. See, this is the cube given to you, and this cube contains dipole. Dipole, you know, a system of two equal and opposite charges separated by some distance, maybe length of the dipole, maybe 2L. But most important is dipole means equal and opposite charges. So flux linked with the cube will be net charge inside cube divided by epsilon naught, and it is from Gauss theorem. You are applying Gauss theorem. So total charge is minus q plus q. It is 0. So 0 flux linked with this cube. Breathe in. Now see again the next one. You are given inward electric flux of 10 raised power 10 Newton meter square per coulomb linked with sphere of radius 1 meter. Now question number 1. Find net charge inside sphere. See, this is a sphere of radius 1 meter. you are given inward flux. Breathe in slowly and gradually. Inward flux as per classical definition taken as negative. You can understand this now on the basis of Gauss theorem. See one sphere containing positive charge, another sphere which contains negative charge. So, what will be the total flux linked with the sphere? Net charge inside upon epsilon naught. Similarly, flux linked with the sphere, this is given sphere, it will be minus q by epsilon naught from Gauss theorem. See, this positive charge signifies positive flux and negative charge signifies negative flux. And know the concept of electric field lines. For positive charge, electric field is radially outwards, and for negative charge, electric field is radially inwards. Focus. Which is called positive, which is outward for the society. Now, person doing something for the society whose flux is outward taken as positive must be positive mind, positive charge. See, who is negative? Just thinking of himself, towards himself. Ye bhi chahiye, this, this wanting this, that. So that is called negative. Just focusing on, just demanding. This is negative. This is called negative. Always demanding from the society. Giving to society called positive. Are you getting it? Breathe in slowly and gradually. It should be like this. Tree is giving each and everything to all without any discrimination. Same with the sun. See, that is called positive. So positive charge signifies positive flux. This is outward electric field for all. And this is inward. This is negative. This is the concept from Gauss theorem as well as from classical definition of flux. Now you should focus, if it is written inward flux, then you will have to write negative sign yourself. Outward flux taken as positive, see, it is outward. Flux means outward electric field lines. Inward electric field lines means inward flux. So this minus sign is most important if it is written inward flux. Now from Gauss theorem, total flux linked with the sphere is the net charge inside sphere divided by epsilon naught. Let us say net charge inside sphere is Q, and we are finding this Q. So we will write it like this: Q by epsilon naught. This is total flux linked with the sphere. So net charge inside will be total flux into epsilon naught. See, total flux is this, minus 10 raised power 10 epsilon naught. 8.85 10 raised power minus 12, and it is charge. Units will be finally coulombs. So this is net charge inside sphere. Breathe in. This is step 1. Step 2. See, second point. Now the question is, what will be the new flux if radius of sphere is doubled? Means this radius is 2 meter. That doesn't matter. Total charge linked with any geometry, any closed area, depends upon net charge inside that geometry, that closed area, upon epsilon naught. Now focus on this. This total flux is independent of size of area, size of sphere. That was given in statement, any size, any shape. So that doesn't matter whether that positive charge or negative charge residing in a small home or a bigger home. That doesn't matter. Area is independent. Area doesn't matter. This total flux depends on the net charge inside sphere. See, it depends on your mind. You are residing in America or in India, that doesn't matter. If your mind is positive, you will create positive flux. If your mind is negative, you will create negative flux. Independent of size of sphere, bigger sphere, smaller sphere, it is irrelevant. Similarly, if it is inquired, same charge shifted from sphere to cube, then what will be the new flux? You know, this new flux will remain same again, as it is independent of size and shape. You know, it should be closed area. See, I am writing here. See, you are shifting same charge from sphere to cube, inside the cube. Same charge. If this charge remaining same, net charge inside sphere, it remains same, so this flux will also remain same. It is not depending upon shape and size of closed area. Once again, breathe in slowly and gradually. Now see the fourth one. Focus 100%. Two more important points. Till now you have learned this is one sphere of radius 1 meter and net charge inside the sphere is q. Now the next question. We are placing another charge q dash. This q dash, based on this we can give. See, or you can say q dash. It is placed 0.5 meter away from center. Or the next question is this q dash placed 0.5 meter away from surface. See, 0.5 meter from center. Focus. This is 0.5 meter from surface. See the difference between two. In this fourth point, we are placing this q dash inside sphere. And you know, net charge inside sphere will change. It will be q plus q dash. Now see, we can give this q dash in the multiple of this. This is the net charge inside q. Q. We can give double the amount, half the amount, triple the amount or equal amount. So this line was retained. Now this q dash is given either one. Net charge inside will be q plus q dash. So what is the flux? Now new flux linked with the sphere will be new net charge inside sphere upon epsilon naught. Now see, it is q plus q dash by epsilon naught. I repeat, this q dash will be given as a multiple of q. So you will be able to find the answer in a proper value. Finally, you must write units of flux. Newton meter square per coulomb. Once again, breathe in. But when you focus on point number 5, it is placed outside the sphere. Charges outside the closed area are not contributing towards flux. So it will not work anything for flux. See, flux depends upon net charge inside sphere. So it is remaining same. Earlier it was q. Again it is q. So this new flux again will remain same as the earlier one. Are you getting it? Breathe in slowly and gradually. Now see the next point. You are given this open hemisphere. Now this open hemisphere open from this side and one charge placed at center of open hemisphere. Find electric flux linked with the open hemisphere. You know, Gauss theorem is not valid for open geometries. So there is a trick. What to do? Take one more hemisphere and you will see with two hemispheres, of course open hemispheres, now it is one sphere. Focus, it is closed area now. Focus on this. When we take two open spheres, this is equivalent to closed area, which is sphere. Now Gauss theorem can be applied. So total flux linked with the sphere, that is closed area, net charge inside by epsilon naught. And you know, symmetrical distribution of electric field lines, electric lines of force or flux. Flux is symmetrically distributed. Like, you know, point bulb illuminating in all the directions equally. Similarly, this charge, electric lines of force coming out from this equally in all the directions. So when it is symmetrically distributed, so apply your mind, this symmetrical distribution should be done for whole sphere. Whole sphere means for two hemispheres. So 50% for this, 50% for that. So we say flux with the one open hemisphere, it should be half of total. Are you getting it? This is divided into two parts, 50 here, 50 here. So this will be Q by 2 epsilon naught. Breathe in again. See once again. You are given this sheet. This sheet of dimensions L by L and one charge placed above the sheet at height of L by 2. This is L by 2 height. Now see, we are finding flux linked with the sheet. How will you find it out? Now see, it is open. So what to do? Make it closed. Take 5 more sheets. See, this was one sheet given to us. Take 5 more sheets and you will see total of 6 sheets equivalent to cube, which is closed area, and most important, charge placed at center. Breathe in slowly and gradually. One who is at center can give illumination equally in all the directions. Now one who is not at center will be doing discrimination. Breathe in again. So see, this is important line. Charge must be placed at center. If it is not at center, then you will not be able to apply symmetrical distribution rule. Now see, who follows symmetrical distribution rule must be at center. Making sense? Breathe in. So what is the Gauss theorem? Total flux linked with the cube, it is total charge inside upon epsilon naught. So this is total flux divided among 6 sheets. So symmetrically divided among 6 sheets, 6 faces of the cube. So flux with the one face or one sheet will be total by 6, q by 6 epsilon naught. Once again, breathe in. Now see, this is charge placed on surface of cube. Find flux linked with the cube. You know, this is cube and charge placed like this. What will be the flux? You know, as per Gauss theorem, total flux linked with the cube, it should be net charge inside cube divided by epsilon naught. Focus. This is closed area. This is closed area. It is not open. So this charge placed outside. This is on surface. That is outside. So net charge inside will be 0. So total flux will be 0. This is not given open. See the change in question. If I say charge placed at center of open cube from one face. See this. Now this is separate. Breathe in slowly and gradually. It is closed from all the faces except one. This is open cube. When it is closed given already, then you can apply Gauss theorem directly. No need to make it closed again. It is already closed. When it is given open cube, then you will take one more cube with the 5 faces. See, this open cube having 5 faces. Take one more open cube with the 5 faces. Then you will see it is becoming closed area. It is becoming closed area which contains 10 faces or which contains 2 open cubes. So as per Gauss theorem, total flux with the closed area will be net charge inside is q. Q by epsilon naught. Now as per symmetrical distribution rule, this charge will be divided equally among both the cubes. So if your question is for cube, these are 2 cubes. So flux with the one cube will be total by 2. That is q by 2 epsilon naught. But if your question is about face, find flux linked with the one sheet, one face of the cube. See, these are 10 number of faces. Then you will say total by 10. Total is this. So q by 10 epsilon naught. Once again, breathe in slowly and gradually. Similarly, if you are given this cube is closed and charge placed at corner. It is either inside or outside. So answer is, if it is inside, then q by epsilon naught. If it is outside, then answer will be 0. As flux depends upon net charge inside upon epsilon naught. So if it is placed outside, then it will be 0 upon epsilon naught 0. Now see the shift in question. You are given open cube whose 3 faces are open. Like this. And charge placed at corner. Let us say this is the charge placed like this. Charge at one corner. Now find flux linked with the cube. You know, you will have to make it closed area. So what to do? You will see for one open cube, you require total of 8 cubes to make it closed area. Focus 100%. See, this is open from this side. So what to do? Take one more cube and join it. Are you getting it? Now take one more cube and place here. See, this side is open, this side is open. Now take one more cube and place here. See, 4 cubes on the other side and charge placed this side. Similarly, join 4 cubes this side, like this. See, this is, 4 cubes. Now this is 5th one. Likewise 6th, 7th, 8th. You will see by taking 8 cubes, it is closed area as well as charge comes at center of closed area. Then symmetrical distribution will be valid. So what to say? First of all, apply Gauss theorem and total flux will be Q by epsilon naught. And these are 8 cubes as an overall. So as per symmetrical distribution rule, it will be divided among 8 cubes equally. So flux with the 1 cube will be total by 8, Q by 8 epsilon naught. Or 1 cube having 3 faces closed, 3 faces open. So you can say total number of faces 24. If total flux is Q by epsilon naught, flux with the one face of cube, it should be total by 24. Q by 24 epsilon naught. Got it?